Hello and welcome back to the Football Chat. Today we're going to be talking about Ivan Perisic and his free transfer to Tottenham. This story kind of emerged very quickly and then was done within about a day of the breaking that Tottenham were interested. It was originally reported that Chelsea were interested in Perisic, but due to ownership, the transfer of ownership and that being delayed a little, it means that they couldn't have possibly gone for him, and Perisic is now close to signing for Tottenham. Well, apparently he has signed and it will be announced within the coming days. Could even be announced by the time this goes out.
Yes.
Hopefully not. Or hopefully the same time. That would be perfect. But yeah, we're just going to discuss, is it a good deal? You know, what kind of impact will he have? What kind of role he'll play in the Tottenham side? And how maybe Tottenham could perform next season. So, Harry, do you think it's a good deal?
Yes, I do. I think he's a very good player. And to get one free, his wages aren't that big. I don't know the exact number, but I know they're not that big for a player of his quality. I think it's a position they could do with depth in, although they do already have two very talented wing-backs.
Yeah, but I think Reguilon's going. I think they'll sell Reguilon to Atleti, who will sell Renan Lodi to Newcastle. Little transfer merry-go-round there.
I do feel, I think if I was Ryan Sessegnon, I would want Reguilon to be sold, because I'd be looking at Perisic and going, well, am I going to get any game time in then between Perisic and Reguilon?
Well, Sessegnon will know that Perisic is more of a backup. We've seen how lethal Ryan Sessegnon is on that from that left wing back position. Now that Tottenham actually use him where he is supposed to play, they've been using him as a winger or as a fullback for ages. That's not his position, so that's not going to work. But in the left wing back role, Ryan Sessegnon is a very deadly player. So I think that does add something. Perisic this season's only just started playing left wing back, but has adapted to it very nicely. I think it adds a bit of European pedigree and experience, which this Tottenham side is going to need for their first foray into European football in the last season. Obviously, last year they did get Conference League, but they were knocked out in the groups. And then this season's their first one back. And obviously they were in the Champions League before that, but I think they just need a little bit more Champions League experience in that team. Yes,
obviously Perisic's already worked with Conte before. It's a very Conte signing. I think that's probably why he's brought him in. He knows he's experienced. They worked well with each other at Inter Milan. And I guess it also does bring maybe a bit of a backup to Son. Say Son needs a rest, you can push Perisic forward.
It gives a very, very good backup as well. He's no slouch, Ivan Perisic. You know, he has started playing further back, but he's very capable on that left wing. We saw that for Bayern Munich. Took a loan out there the season before last, and then back to Inter and had a very good 2021-22 campaign with Inter Milan. Obviously, just missing out on the Scudetto to AC, and then they still won the Coppa Italia, didn't they? A relatively successful season, got some silverware, but he's reinvented himself into that left wing back role. And we know that to win the Champions League, you must have a Croatian. So Tottenham really covering their bases there by signing up Ivan Perisic.
Yeah, I think it does surprise me actually how good Perisic is defensively. He still brings the goal-scoring threat despite being at wing-back, but also defensively is very solid, very wise, stands his man up, doesn't let people get past him. And I think what helps is obviously he was a winger, he has experience as a winger, so he knows what the winger's going to try and do. So he knows how to counteract that. But I think he's a very good deal.
Yeah, thinking about the role then, obviously we know in terms of position he'll be a left wing-back, but in terms of more than just on the pitch, we've spoken about that European pedigree he's got and that leadership capability and the fact he's played for a lot of big teams. He's reached a World Cup final. He's got a lot of experience in his locker. We know he'll probably be back up due to age and the fact he probably can't get through 38 games.
No, still got a few.
And I think Sessegnon is almost a better player. I think it makes more sense to develop Sessegnon than give Perisic loads of game time. But Perisic is a very, very good backup. And he'll add something in terms of experience, knowledge, and a bit of character in the dressing room as well. Because if you currently look at the leadership kind of hierarchy at Tottenham, you probably put Kane, Dyer, Lloris in there. They're three people that, Lloris is a World Cup winner, Kane's a Euros finalist, and Dyer is a bang average defender. So Perisic just adds a bit of European pedigree there. He is a Champions League winner, I believe. He was at Bayern, wasn't he, when they won it?
He's won it with Bayern. He has been in several.
A Champions League winner, a World Cup runner-up. He has got that experience that will come in and just add something. I think. And of course, when with Conte, that makes a lot of sense. And Tottenham seem to be recruiting very well for what is an already very good squad. I mean, Kane in recent seasons hasn't always had great service, and yet he's always found goals. Now he's got the most mental amount of service. You've got Son and Kulusevski, who can both play who play beautiful balls. You've got wing backs now in Doherty and Sessegnon and Perisic as a backup, who we all know can get it in the area. Kane's going to have so much service, and then if that's not enough, Bentancur behind, cheeky ball over the top.
Yeah.
Tottenham could be very deadly next season, especially since they're now looking at other transfers. Bastoni could also be joining from Inter, which I think would be a huge defensive signing. Yeah. I do think they just need one more defender. Tottenham. Romero's good. Sanchez might be good in the future. Dyer's all right for now, but I think if you had Bastoni on the right of that three, you create a very good back three there. I think Conte will be very happy with that.
I mean, in terms of next season, obviously, if you haven't watched any previous videos or streams, I've been calling it for a while now. Next season, I do believe Tottenham will challenge for the Premier League title.
I think that's bold. I think it will depend on how Chelsea recruit and how Liverpool replace Mane.
Because I can see Tottenham, either they're going to do a little bit of a Liverpool situation, they're going to be involved in everything, so top four in the Premier League, still in the Champions League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and then ruin it all, or they will focus on one or two. Like I can see them either, because the two things for me, either they prioritise Premier League and Champions League, because they're the biggest competitions, or they go for the FA Cups and Carabao Cups because they think they can win them.
I could see Conte really wanting a Champions League. Yeah. He's never won the Champions League, Conte. That's the one thing he's not got. He's got Prem titles with Chelsea, well, one of them. So I just think, that getting that elusive Champions League will be a big goal for him. Has he got the squad, though? Is the biggest question.
I don't think so. I
think in terms of a front three, I don't think there's many better out there in the world right now. Because you could argue that Benzie's a little bit better than Kane, maybe. And Vinny, I'd say Son's better than Vinicius. Yeah. And then in terms of right wingers, Kulusevski's miles clear of Valverde as a winger. So
I think it can be there or thereabouts.
In terms, I think it will make a difference who they sign. I think if they could add Bastoni to the team, maybe another midfielder, because I think Højbjerg and Bentancur are very good, but they need backups to that because Skip and Winks are just not going to cut it.
No.
They've covered already now left wing back. Right wing back, Emerson Royale is very suspect.
He's alright.
But if you start Doherty in the Champions League and just give Emerson
very hit or miss.
Other minutes.
He'll have a great game or a terrible game.
Exactly. He'll either get 2 assists or 2 own goals.
Like, he was perfect again. He was incredible against City and then and like Liverpool and the likes. But then
we'll make a huge mistake at Burnley. Yeah, exactly. So I could see Tottenham having a good season though.
Yeah,
I think they could get their first trophy in a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Tottenham, they get mocked for not winning much. I can see them maybe just going. They've got the depth. I can see them doing well in the Prem, doing well in the Champions League, and then like really pushing for the FA Cup as well, just to get a trophy.
Yeah, I think every major European trophy would be won by either an English or Spanish side. Or maybe not Conference League and Europa League, but the Champions League will definitely be won by either Real, Barca, or one of the English top 4.
Yeah.
I just don't... They're the strongest 2 leagues in the world right now.
By far.
By some distance. Right, that's about all for this video. If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. Get involved in the comments. Give your thoughts on Perisic. What kind of impact he'll have at Tottenham next season. Is it a good deal? Stuff like that. Other Tottenham rumours, make sure to put them as well below. I'll make sure to reply to everyone that gets involved in the comments and put something sensible, obviously. If you just put something completely random, I probably won't. But yeah, I'm going to thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.